The fader in the room is down. Bring that all the way down. All the way down so I'm not coming in the room. Right. Check, check. Signal. Check. Check, check. 1, 2. Turn the tone off, too. Okay. Check 1, 2. Hey, hey. Check 1, 2. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Check 1, 2. Low. Check 1, 2. And then you got a mic level on there? Okay. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you bump up that to plus 10 on the mix, or like you bring up that mix? Send more to the mix too. Send more of mic 1 to mix 2. Oh yeah, I mean put this at nominal. You should never mess with that.
No, he told me to turn it down.
Why?
He said it was too loud. He told me to turn it down just now.
The tone. Yeah. This controls the entire mix.
Yeah, I know. But he was like, oh, it's too loud. You know what I mean?
Just the tone, right? So like you want to leave these at like nominal. Is that better at all or no? Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hey. Check 1, 2. Still too low, or is it? Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check. Good. All right. So, yeah, the
Yeah, you can turn it down.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this will do like. I can do it. Gotcha. ones. Like it won't pass anything if it's not on. Hey man, do you want to get like a audio level real quick just to confirm? It should be a mic level, and then I'll just keep talking into it. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4. Hey 1 2. You got it on mic? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're on mic level. Can you gain it up on your end? Check 1 2. Check. Can you bring it up on your end at all? Check 1 2. Can you bring it up on your, like, can you gain it up for yourself, or check 1? Oop, check 1 2. Check. Okay, cool. All right. Cool. Dude, the camera guys, they always ask for more level, but you should tell them to turn it up.
I think they usually want a little space.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's still get used to it. It doesn't feel all the way down.
Good morning, everyone. Oh. Good morning, everyone. If we can take our seats, we'll be starting within the next 2 minutes.
I can just wait.
I should have gave you a heads up.
I haven't used it, but I think it's so. I remember he made me carry it all the way over, and then we didn't use that.
Power is active, so you can the signals if you want to. It has a lot you can switch between the mic level or console, but you tilt the whole thing, you see just bouncing around. But it's because no one realized that the top will tilt it, so it would just be like, why is it? You can't hear anything. Why aren't you working?
Good morning. Let's do it again. Good morning. Thank you. Welcome to the beautiful Kia Center. My name is Alan Johnson. I'm the Chief Venues Officer for the City of Orlando. The department oversees the Kia Center. Welcome to this beautiful venue. We're excited today to have an important announcement about indoor football returning to the Orlando market. Exciting. The team's name is the Pirates. They're hoping to steal your hearts, not your wallet. No, kidding. Tickets are going to be available soon. It's exciting. When I interviewed for this job 21 years ago, Mayor Dyer, one of the questions I asked him, I said, what would you like to see of the venues department? And he said, lights on, activity, more sports, more events. So today we're here to do that. And to the most supportive and best mayor in the world, in my opinion, Mayor Buddy Dyer, City of Orlando Mayor.
Thank you, Alan. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here, and welcome to the Kia Center. I want to acknowledge Commissioner Rose, who Kia Center is in her district over here. Thank you for being here. Hard to believe, but if you look at the graphic on the wall there, we have been open for 15 years this last October in the Kia Center, and I think it's still the best arena in the entire country, but it's certainly been a great state-of-the-art arena, cultural cornerstone, economic powerhouse. Think about this, 20 million guests have come through the arena, 3,000 events in the 15 years that we've been here. And it's because of the diverse programming and the legendary experiences that Alan and our staff can provide here. And today, we're happy to add to the programming that we have at Kia Center. For those of you who don't know this fact, Orlando was recognized by the Sports Business Journal as the nation's premier sports destination, above all those other cities that you can think of. And I can tell you that our passion for football plays a really big role in that, whether it's Friday night high school football. We're at the very start of the playoffs, and Orlando still has 8 teams that are vying for state championships. We can't win all 8 because a couple of them are in the same brackets, but we can certainly put up 4 or 5. The Knights on Saturday, not the best season for them, but we look forward to a lot of great things from Coach Frost in the future. This weekend is a really big weekend, so we had 2 music festivals at the stadium the last 2 weekends, and we're going to change course a little bit. The Florida Classic between Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M will be at Camping World Stadium, and of course, next month in December, we'll have 3 bowl games, the only city in America that has 3 bowl games in the same place. So in a few months, we'll have the opportunity to cheer on a new team, the UFL's Orlando Storm, and Entering Coast Stadium. And today, we welcome the Pirates to the City of Orlando. And I would like to thank the Pirates organization and the Indoor Football League for their investment in the City of Orlando, and we look forward to supporting the Pirates to their championship season this year and growing the league's fan base. So it's my pleasure to introduce Todd Tryon, the Commissioner of the Indoor Football League. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you, Mayor. Appreciate the introduction and everybody who was involved in putting on an outstanding press conference. Had the opportunity to walk around your guys' beautiful building, and I mean that Jumbotron is something else that you guys got out there. But we're excited to be here in Orlando. And a little bit about the Indoor Football League. We're going into our 18th season outside of the NFL. We're the longest continuous running league in America. And our season starts when the NFL gets done. Camp opens up there early March, and our first weekend of games is March 15th. And we conclude this year in Tucson, Arizona, who's the host of our IFL National Championship game, August 16th. And so, it's an exciting game. For those of you who have not been to an indoor football game, it is the outdoor game inside, 50-yard field. It is fast break football, and we've got some outstanding talent. We got a couple of them sitting here in the front row that we attract. We're a high D1 level, And we're an opportunity for these kids to advance their career. And a little bit about the mission of the IFL is our mission is to create a platform to advance your life, whether it's on or off the field. And whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, a trainer, a broadcaster, doesn't matter. Use our platform to advance your brand. And really excited for Jawad Yatim. Jawad's got a similar story to myself. We both started out as players in the Indoor Football League, and we use this as an opportunity to build our brand and advance our life. And it's been fun following Jawad and his family stories. They started up there in Massachusetts, and this opportunity came about to come down here to Orlando, to a great community. It helps fit the development of our Southeast and the direction that we're going. And so we've got some pretty exciting things coming here over the next couple weeks, but nothing more exciting than what you guys are experiencing today, and that is the movement of the Pirates coming down here to take over the city of Orlando. So excited for Jawad Yatim, his family, and his partners and his staff to be introducing themselves to the Orlando market. So Jawad.
Hey, how are you, everybody? Thank you very much for the kind words, Commissioner. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be, speaking in front of all you great people here today. Thank you very much for coming out and spending your time with us and letting us, put a face to a name. Bring this product to life in this market, and we're certainly thrilled to be here. We've already had the chance to, communicate and shake hands and be greeted with, some unbelievable people in the market here, and we look forward to working with them and really building this brand up, this product up in the market. We've spent the last 7 years in Massachusetts and had some great moments, and we're looking forward to putting that experience and that operational success that we've had, and bring it down here, we're ready to operate, man. We're ready to get to work. It's really been a process. I'm not gonna lie. Just been a lot of work, but today we want to have fun. And that's the main thing for me is that we enjoy this today. I definitely got some people I'd like to thank. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my family. Without them, I wouldn't be here, of course. I know they're watching from back at home, and I appreciate them. Obviously the commissioner, when I brought this to his attention, as soon as the market became available, I told him right away that I wanted this market. I wanted to be here. That was a pretty easy phone call, and then from there, he introduced me to Jared, and then, Jared played a large role in getting the product here to Orlando, making an introduction to Kevin Brown over there, who was integral in negotiations and obviously discussing the opportunity with us to bring, the product down here to Orlando. But then also thank my staff. We've worked extremely hard at this, and, just making the transition, constantly updating and getting ready, getting prepared. Obviously, we have an abbreviated off season, so, there's a lot to do in a small amount of time, but we'll get it done. There's absolutely no doubt about that. We got a kid over there, Adrian Figueroa. He's been with me, throughout the whole process, and that kid's put in a ton of work, so I'd like to thank him. Christina over there with Wonderland Agency, she's been phenomenal. Joel with Move, Joel Cruzado with Move, he's made some nice introductions for us, and Steve Chateau over there. Just the whole staff, honestly, I could reel them all off, but, I definitely want to thank them for that. And then everybody, from the arena, that we've spoken to and worked with. Sarah, I know she's helping run today, and everything, and it was a pleasure to meet the mayor. But yeah, what you getting from us? Who are the Pirates? We're a damn good football team. That's what we are. I'll tell you that. And I'm fully aware of what I'm telling you right now. So I'm not going to backtrack on these words later on. But we're a pretty damn good football team. But we care about the community. We want to get involved with the community. I think having a platform where we can give back and make an impact in the community is important, and we don't take that lightly. I think it's a pretty neat opportunity. That's one of the things I like the most about being able to do this is, being able to maybe make a kid's day. Maybe hook him up with some free tickets, get him in the building, but let him enjoy an experience with his family. And those kind of moments are something that are really nice, and they don't come easy, and you don't always get an opportunity to provide that. So we don't take that lightly. We'll be involved in the community. You're going to see us out there. We're going to do what we can. We're here. We're excited. We know the potential that comes with this market. We know what it can be. But at the end of the day, it's not just going to happen because we're here, right? We got to do it. We got to execute at a high level. We got to do it well, not just do it. So, that's the goal. But we're jacked up. You know, we're gonna have some fun today. There's no pressure here. I'm not worried about what I say or what I don't say. You know, we're just here to introduce ourselves. You know, it's a pleasure to meet y'all. Did I forget anything? We all right? All right. So thank you very much. Now we're excited to be here. Appreciate it. Hey, actually, kind of moving forward here, I did want to. We actually do have a big announcement. I'm not gonna lie, I did forget something, so don't get too mad here. But yeah, we throughout this whole process, you know, we hired our head coach, and you know, it's somebody that's has a ton of championship experience here, you know, and he's been phenomenal throughout his the course of his career, and we're certainly excited to have him on this side. You know, we've had some good battles between one another, but we don't want to compete against him anymore. You know, we want him on our side. So, introducing Coach Keefe, Coach Rob Keefe. He's our head coach, and he's going to come up here and say a few words for you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for having me. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity. A wonderful opportunity for me to be back in a place that I consider home. For those who don't know, I've been involved in professional sports for 22 years. I've won 7 professional football championships. And for the last 14 seasons, I've been Orlandoan. And I consider myself a Floridian. I live 10 minutes from the arena, so to be able to coach here, to get a wonderful opportunity and a phone call from Mr. Yadim, amazing opportunity, and to be back in the Kia Center as the head coach, it's a great blessing. Really excited to get this thing started, and I believe in the Indoor Football League. Most recently won a championship in the Indoor Football League 3 years ago, won a championship the year before that, so it's a lot of experience that I'm bringing to the table, but also it's a community organization, and I'm so happy that we're talking about that. Can't wait to give back. It was awesome to see, Mr. Mayor Buddy Dyer here. I think we all feel like we know him, right? When you go to and from the MCO and you hear him on the tram to welcome you or to say goodbye to you. I mean, that's how blessed I've felt to be in this community. So to be the head coach here, it is an extremely great honor for myself. The team that we're going to put together is awesome. We got some players here for you today. Florida State, Alabama, Auburn. It's going to be a lot of players that you know locally, a lot of players from the Florida area, whether they're from Florida or they played college football in Florida, a lot of SEC guys. I mean, this is an amazing opportunity. And I say that because the Kia Center alone, what a great opportunity to be able to recruit from a building of this nature. And, the state of Florida loves winners. And so very, very proud to be here. And I'm excited. And I'm excited to put the staff together, and we're going to get started. You'll see the schedule start rolling out here shortly. Like we said about tickets and everyone that can be involved to be, an affordable ticket to come into the Kia Center. And I've shared a number of times here in the Magic football games. Very fortunate to go out locally in the community. Been a part of a lot of high schools here, a lot of 7-on-7. So I've been ingrained in this community for the last 14 years, and I cannot be more excited to be able to represent this community one more time as the inaugural head coach of the Orlando Pirates. So thank you again to Mr. Yadim, and just an amazing opportunity, and looking forward to saying hi to everybody again and getting to know some new faces. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And to kind of piggyback off what Coach was saying there, from a roster composition standpoint, I mean, we're going to be, one of the best put together groups in the state of Florida. We're going to be one of the best football teams in the state of Florida, and I don't take that lightly, and we don't say that lightly, and we mean that. So, but it's all talk right now. We got to show you, right? So we got to do it at the end of the day. But I do want to introduce a couple of our players here. They're going to give you some quick words, introduce themselves, and these will be a couple of familiar faces you guys see during the season. I think it's important to have them here and introduce themselves to the market and And the first one here is Smoke Monday. We brought him here last year, and immediately made a difference on our ball club. He's a great, presence on the team, and brings a ton of enthusiasm. You might recognize him from the University of Auburn, but he'll be one of our captains, and he'll be a focal point, for the Pirates moving forward. So, welcome to stage, Smoke.
Smoke Monday, man. I'm glad to be here. It's wonderful. I love the sport of football. I wouldn't know where I'd be without it. It just, brings so much joy to me that I can experience this moment with all you guys. I can't wait to be here. One thing you're going to get out of me is excitement and fun. And buzzing heads every now and then. I like to hit people. I like to punish people. Let's just say that. So once you see me, I'm bringing the smoke, and I will not disappoint. And the fans, the crowd, I'm going to get y'all going. We're gonna get it together. It's new, but we're going to get it going, and we're going to bring fun, enjoyment, winning to this city, I promise you. Thank you. Next player I'm going to bring to the stage. We had a little battle in college. I went to Auburn, he went to Alabama. So welcome my boy, DJ Dale.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is DJ Dale. Love the game of football. I've been playing football since I was 4 years old. So this is all I know. A little bit about myself. I'm Birmingham, Alabama. Went to Alabama for 2019 to 2022. And then signed with the Buffalo Bills after that. Jawad gave me this opportunity beginning of this year to come play with the Pirates, man. And I was down for about 2 years. I was head all over the place, so he really gave me my first opportunity back into football. So thank you for that. I don't never think I'd ever thank you for that. So I feel like I'm forever indebted to you, man. So I'm a Pirate through and through. In this league, I'm planning to play for another team. I want to thank Coach Toby, too, man. He did a lot for me last year, helping me, coach me up, helping me keep my head in the game and stuff like that. As far as this city, man, I've been coming here for a long time as a kid, coming to Disney World and stuff like that. My wife is excited about that. She loves Orlando. So we actually got a trip planned for Christmas. So you'll be seeing me a lot. Like you said, we want to be big in the community, giving back to the kids, pouring into this community. Pirates is a brotherhood, it's a winning background. We both come from winning programs. This is a winning organization, and we want to continue to do that for y'all. So thank y'all for having us.
We're almost done here. I know you might be tired of seeing my ugly face coming up to the podium, but I promise you we're almost done. So, but no, recently, we had a development within the ownership group. We added a partner to the group, and we wanted, to take today to introduce him. He's been a great presence among our team so far, up to this point, and we'd like to welcome Jeff Fryer to the stage, who's one of our new ownership partners within the group. So, come on up, Jeff.
Jeff Fryer. I'll be brief. I'm excited to join the Orlando Pirates. Jawad's been great to work with. I came across the organization through the community outreach program. DJ Dale was running a football camp in Massachusetts, and my kids went to the camp and met him, and that prompted me to meet Jawad a little later, and got very excited about this. My family's very excited about this. So, I think the Pirates meant a lot to the people in Massachusetts, and I think they had a very big winning pedigree, and I think Orlando's going to benefit from that. There's a great sports market. I personally went to University of South Carolina and Tennessee, so I'm a big SEC football fan. There's a lot of SEC players on this team. I remember Smoke and DJ. I remember a lot of the guys on the team that are on this roster. So it's a good roster, something you guys are going to be very proud of. Thank you.
All right, and along all these updates and transitions, one of the things we did do is, from a dance team standpoint, we did update the branding, and And, we look forward to presenting that to you in the near future. But I do have Adrian who's going to come up. He was a big, he played a large role in updating the branding, adding a fresh touch to it. And he's going to come up and discuss that and also speak more on the Orlando Sirens. So come on up, man.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to come out transparently from the beginning. This is my first time talking to this many people at once, so forgive me. But I'm Adrian Figueroa. I'm actually the Chief Marketing Officer for the team. Been with the team since our 2020 season. I've had the pleasure of being around the league, have had the pleasure of working with Coach Keefe and everything like that. But the biggest pleasure this offseason is definitely helping transition the brand. Just like any pirate would, any pirate wants to stick to history. They want to stick to their roots. They want to stick to where they came from. So when you look at the new logo, you'll notice that we did carry over our Arthur brand. Arthur's always going to be part of the organization, the heart of it. So we wanted to make sure there were certain elements that we did carry over from the pirate side of things. But like any good pirate, they're always open to new adventures. They're always open to new and exciting things that are coming along. So that's where all of the brand new assets that you'll see being built out come into play. So, we have a nice bright color that we're going to continue using, the nice teal, which fits perfectly in this area. And essentially, we're just going to continue building off the winning pedigree, but also the new experiences that we're looking forward to having coming up. So as you go through the logos, you'll see a lot of roots, but then a lot of what we're going to look forward to in terms of growth. Now, at the same time, when we're talking about new and exciting things, as Jawad mentioned, we would love to introduce our Orlando Sirens. So our Orlando Sirens are actually going to be our brand new, eventual award-winning dance team, who we also built out a brand new brand kit for. So Steve, if you wouldn't mind, we actually have a little reveal. That's the logo there. And so we built it out extremely well so that, these dancers can make sure that they are, they're fully branded and they're fully recognized as we proceed into the season. All right. But that's all I have for you now. Thank you, guys. Thank you all.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Jared Widman. I'm the president of the IFL's business division. And what I'm here to talk to you about is the spotlight that's going to be shown on the City Beautiful. And when you talk about the City Beautiful, there is no better way to describe it than this gorgeous building. And I'm pleased today, and there's going to be a couple major announcements coming out, but you guys are the first to know that on June 21st and July 5th, big July 4th weekend, this building will be live on national television for Pirates games. So it's a very big deal for the league, and we're very, very excited about this. Bringing this national attention, not only to the building, but the Pirates, is what this league is all about. And if you guys check our pages this coming week, you're going to see a lot of fun stuff, and the Pirates are going to be a very, very big part of it. So congratulations to Jawad, Commissioner Tryon, and thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. The Pirates are Orlando, and we're coming in 2026.
All right, and we're about to wrap this thing up here, but there's a couple announcements to make. So season ticket deposits go on sale today. We're a little strategic with the pricing where they're $40.70. We kind of went with the 40.7 for the area code. So, trying to be a little creative from that standpoint. But they go on sale today. We're actually launching a brand new, online pro shop as well today. And tickets are going to be affordable, guys. I mean, you can get in the building for less than $20. So, I don't know who else is doing that, but we are. But then we also have some other great options and, yeah. So you'll see that on the website. We'll be updating our current website to www.orlandopirates.com, and you'll be able to see all that information there and check it out. And yeah, but thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys have fun, and we look forward to mingling with you and getting to know you and being a part of this great city, man. Let's have some fun, and thank you again.
If the media has any questions for Coach or anyone that's on the stage, this is the time.
City Beautiful. Any questions? I hand it to Jawad.
No, I've talked enough. Yeah, it seems like we're good. If you'd like an interview or anything or a question, we'll obviously hang around here. But, we got some food and drinks at the back if you want some. We got a bunch of merch for you to take home. I know I didn't pack them all up and bring them all here to stay here. So, take them home. We got footballs, we got hats, we got T-shirts. you know, so make sure that's all gone by the time we get out of here. So it's all for you. It's free at the end of the day, you know, and yeah. So, you know, if you got questions, we're here. If you want to do interviews, we're here. And thank you again. You know, we appreciate it. So thank you.